Well, hello. It's been a minute, eh? A lot has been going on. We had the Hollow, we had a seance with investigation at House Freya. We've had so many events that were in the past few weeks that I actually have not had any time to post a new haunted or hype. So what I have for you today, and the squeaking you hear in the background is my dog trying to play with me with his dog toy. So I apologize for that. He just wants his 15 minutes of fame. But anyway, so we had the opportunity. And when I say we, I mean myself, Gail, John Shea, Timmy Lomelino, and Gerry Camejo. And we had the opportunity to investigate for the first time ever one of the only two speakeasies left in New York City on Norfolk Street called the Backroom. And it is still functioning today as a bar, so go check it out. It's wonderful. And we had such a good time investigating together, especially Gail, myself, and John Shea from the Parlour in Keyport. Now, if you haven't been to the Parlour in Keyport, I suggest you get there because they have a lot, as you can see me throw the dog toy, a lot of art, a lot of original creations. They have the Parlour Witch Genevieve, and they have two of our haunted objects on display, Ezekiel and Handsome Edward, that was previously investigated with Sophia at the Convent Tattoo, which we are going to be doing another event there shortly. So that being said, I put together a preliminary video of the evidence and the investigation at Backroom, and I called it the Parlour 9. So I think when we do investigations with John Shea and our friends at the Parlour, that's what we're going to call ourselves. You know, the Parlour, 9 Lives Paranormal, it kind of fits, right? So I figured that would be a good idea. Actually, I can't take all the credit for it because my friend John Shea came up with the name, honestly. So anyway, here we go. I'm going to play this video that I put together, and then we're going to talk about it, okay? I want to take you on a walk down the Lansky Street in Manhattan, back to a time when blintzes, onion rolls, and the shadows of organized crime mingled under one roof. This is the story of Ratner's, the Lower East Side landmark that fed millions and quietly played host to some of the most notorious gangsters in New York history. Ratner's began in 1905, founded by Jacob Harmatz and his brother-in-law Alex Ratner. Originally a humble kosher dairy cafe, it served hearty Eastern European staples to immigrant families trying to carve out a life in New York. In 1918, Harmatz moved the business to 138 Delancey Street. It grew into a 344-seat icon, round the clock, 7 days a week, famous for onion rolls, blintzes, and Sunday lines that stretched out the door. But during Prohibition, Ratner's wasn't just about comfort food. Behind the dining room, tucked away through an unmarked stairwell and discreet passages, was the back of Ratner's, a speakeasy. Drinks flowed in teacups, beers hid in brown paper bags, and New York's underworld slipped through the shadows. This back room became a meeting place for none other than Meyer, Lansky, Bugsy, Siegel, and Lucky Luciano, the architects of what became the modern mafia syndicate. They were all locals raised on the Lower East Side, and Ratner's was practically their neighborhood clubhouse. Business was discussed over coffee and blintzes, alliances forged in whispers, while the front room stayed bright with families finishing their cheesecake. People love to ask, were the mob hits inside Ratner's? Was blood spilled in that back room? The truth is more elusive. Ratner's appears on every list of mob hangouts, and its reputation was well earned. But despite the rumors, there are no confirmed records of murders carried out within the walls. The silence tells its own story. The mob thrived on secrecy. If anything happened in Ratner's back room, it never reached the papers, never landed in police blotters. Like so many speakeasies of the era, Ratner's exists in the gray zone between history and myth. We do know that figures like Siegel and Luciano went on to bloody careers across the city, but not at Ratner's itself. There are no records of a manager being targeted, no fires or accidents claiming lives inside the restaurant, no headline-grabbing killings staged between soup and the latkes. Ratner's was a place for planning, not execution. After Prohibition ended, Ratner's continued to thrive as a restaurant. It became a cultural institution where Jewish families gathered, celebrities dropped in, and New Yorkers treated themselves to the old world. But the city changed. The Lower East Side shifted and business waned. Ratner's finally closed its door in early 2000s, nearly a century after it opened. But the spirits of the back room never died. The hidden space lives on as the Back Room at 102 Norfolk Street, one of the last surviving, continuously operating speakeasies in New York. It's open for cocktails today, leaning into its Prohibition roots with drinks still served in teacups and a wink towards secrecy. Low lights, a hush of history, and the feeling that you've stepped behind the curtain. So when we talk about Ratner's, we're talking about more than a restaurant. It's a story about the immigrant dream, about Prohibition, shadow world, and the line between fact and folklore. Ratner's may never have even seen a mop hit on its tiled floor, but in its back room, now the back room, pouring cocktails on Norfolk Street, history was being written. One deal, one drink, one whispered promise at a time. Join us as the Parlour 9 takes a journey into the back room.
I'm Kara from Lives Paranormal.
And I'm Gail from Lives Paranormal.
And here we are at the Back Room, which is one of the two of the last speakeasies in New York. And definitely there are spirits to be had here.
It was definitely active. I got some good footage of from the SLS camera of some stick figures. So got some good call and response boards with the Uno. Very impressed. We got some good stuff. I can't wait to go through our evidence. It's a beautiful place.
Absolutely, absolutely. Rich with history and the history speaking.
Good, great. Okay, thank you.
Hi, I'm Tim. We came here to the Backroom Speakeasy. It's actually the only two speakeasies in New York City, if I'm correct. But we did a lot of investigation here. We did EVP, checked out things. So now we have to basically come back to it, review it, and present it.
Hello, my name is Gerry Camejo. We're here at the Back Room. Also, it's a speakeasy in New York City. Today we did an EVP session on the entire floor, including the basement. And me being a sensitive, I picked up some things, but nothing nefarious, nothing bad, nothing negative. All good energy from here.
Hello, my name is Megan Bones. I am an event coordinator and manager here at the Back Room.
Okay, so after you were a part of our investigation, what do you think your takeaways from this experience are?
My eyes are definitely open. I definitely felt the presence of some paranormal things here, and I'm glad to know their names now, and I'll speak to them. And I've always appreciated their protection. They never do anything for me. So it was really cool to meet them and see it happen.
Well, thank you very much, and we appreciate you being a part of it.
Thank you so much.
You.
Thank you for coming. This has been
thank you.
a really good
It's
experience.
fun. Thanks.
We're here to communicate with you. Tell me what's the love and light. You can step forward and communicate.
I don't understand.
What don't you understand? What is your name, Spirit?
Please pay attention.
What are we paying attention to? Are you going to move anything in here? You going to make a noise for us? What do we have to pay attention to?
Hernandez.
Hernandez? Does that ring a bell, Megan? Hernandez?
No, that could be.
What was that?
Wait a second.
What was his name?
You heard that, right?
Yeah.
That sounded like a bottle cap.
Did
There you go.
what would you ask? The name?
No, what's your name, Spirit? Where's Hernandez? That's the last name.
Yeah.
Can you make it up?
Doubtful? 20. Wow, we're moving and grooving now.
What
Car. That is a car outside. Yes, it's a garbage truck. They're loud, huh? City. Yes, it's part of being in the city. I have another piece of equipment that I'm holding in my hand. Little. Yes, it is little. Yes, it's very small. So it seems like you know how to use it. Just touch it and search for a word and it will appear on my screen and we can have a conversation. Can you tell me your name? Is it Eric? Are we still talking to Eric? If not Eric, can you tell me who you are? Put? What would you like me to put? Keep talking. You just sometimes you have to choose more than one word.
What's your favorite drink?
Happen. Okay. And little again.
Did you have a special drink that you liked when you were here? Said no.
No. Said no again.
You just liked the liquor.
Okay.
She said yeah.
Yeah. That's interesting.
Are you mimicking the horns outside? You. What about me? My name is Gail. And this is John.
I'm
and
Kara.
this is Kara. And you are low.
Yes, we are low. We're actually below ground.
God. Would you like to go be with God?
Well, today's the rapture.
Did you smoke?
Mother. You want to go see your God? You want to go see God and your mother? Yes. Okay. Have you seen a light? Has there been a light? Will fall. No, you won't fall if you go into the light. It's safe to go into the light. I normally don't encourage this, but if you want to go, yes, do. If you want to go see your mother and God, when you see that light, go toward that light and they will help you. If that's truly what you want. Sure. Okay. And I am sure. I'm sure there's nothing to be afraid of. The light is nothing to be afraid of. You don't have to be afraid. And if you're tired of being here and you want to go, then you have that option.
Are you on the side next to me? On my left?
Are you next to John? If you ask the light to come for you, it will come for you. Do you? Yes. That's all you have to do.
Do people just sit up here and drink?
Yeah. And then you're gonna do it then? Okay. I want you to know that I wish you well. I wish you love and peace and happiness. And thank you so much for talking to me. Shall I say goodbye now? Are you going to leave now, or?
Well, there we are. So, what do you think? There's more evidence that I have to go through. There were 4 hours of investigation. So we still have Estes method to go through. I still have Phasma box to go through. But I will never forget this investigation, mostly because it's such a historic place, which with so much mystery and intrigue, that I really couldn't grasp I just really couldn't wrap my head around how much historical value this place has. So if you could ever get there, please go. They still serve the drinks in teacups to make it look like, that it is a speakeasy. They have real artifacts that are there. For like, there was this piece, it looked like a book, but if you pressed a button, like flasks came out. It was amazing. Everything that they had there was just amazing. And I'm going to go through the rest of that footage now that I have a little bit of downtime, and post it. Now, where are we going to be, you ask? I heard you ask it. We are going to be at, on the 18th this weekend. We're going to be down in Sayreville. We're going to be doing something for Halloween for I Heart Horror. Then the following week, I'm going to be speaking for Casper at the Shanley for 2 hours in Napanock, New York. And then after that, we're going to be, what am I forgetting? Oh, the 24th. I'm sorry. The 24th, we're going to be at Times Tin Cup for an afternoon of mourning. They're going to have Victorian hair work. They're going to have other Victorian hair work. They're going to have a lecture, and then we're going to be doing a old-fashioned Victorian ghost hunt and psychometry. And then after that, we're on the 31st, we're going to be at House Freya again, and we're going to be doing a personalized mediumship. And I'm missing something. I know I'm missing something. Maybe I'll remember it. Oh, yes. I'm sorry. The 25th, we're going to be at the Grand Tavern in Hackettstown for a Behind the Veil Bazaar. And we're going to be there from 12 to 6. And then November 15th, we're going to be at the Parlour, and we're working on some fun things to do. So we have a couple weeks more to plan, but I know we're going to have a book signing and we're going to have a ghost hunt. And then we're going to have our investigation. Oh, I'm sorry. Prior to that, we're going to have our investigation in Key West with Robert the Doll. So please stay tuned for all of that, and stay tuned for any updates with the back room. And stay spooky, stay grounded, and I'll see you next time.